Hello everyone, this is General Hand Grenade. Welcome to my war room in Prince George, British Columbia. We are in January of 1942, so the war is in full swing and the Americans are almost in it. Like they had a roll last night, they needed an 8 to get into the war, or at least to get to wartime income, right? And they got to, they got a 5 instead, so they made it to 60. They still need 3 more, so uh, yeah, it'll be something if he rolls a 1 or a 2 next time, won't it? But man, he's been rolling 10s and 12s and stuff for his income roll on every single turn. Like in 4 turns, I think what did he go up? 39 in 4 rolls. So that's pretty good. So it had to even out at some point, or at least we hoped it would. Anyway. I'm sure he'll be in the war next turn. It's got to be a pretty lousy roll. Not very good odds to miss it like that. So anyway, this turn I have. Actually, I started this video about an hour ago, and I got about 1, maybe 2 minutes in, and my camera was saying you're low battery mode, and it was plugged in. So I don't know what happened. I had to unplug it and plug it back in, and then it started charging. So, but good thing I hadn't started yet, because I'm just going to restart it. All I had done was I got through about half of placing the extra neutrals that you place in January of every year. So I'll just tell you what they are. So in Denmark, I've put down an extra militia. In Thessaly, that's in Greece, I've put down an infantry. In the Netherlands, up in Europe there, I've placed another infantry. In Portugal, I've added a militia. In Gotaland in Sweden there, actually I think I might have put them in Norrland. I'll have to check that. Artillery and anti-aircraft, and the other ones, there was a few more in there, but they don't get placed. And before I forget, let me just make sure I put those 2 things in Gotaland instead of, no, I didn't. So these go down here, and that's an anti-aircraft and an artillery. Now we're cricket. There we go. So anyway, Germany's turn. Operation Crimson Tide. Like I said, 1942. There was a roll last night for the Latin American at war, and what happened was an Axis coup finally, but it didn't really help me because it was for Venezuela, and that had already been rolled for a coup, was a Soviet coup. And so what happens is you move 1 step towards the faction that the coup is happening. Like if it would have happened over here where it's pro-Axis in Chile, then Chile would have gone German, right? But because it was pro-Soviet, what happened was it just went 1 towards the Axis, and so it became neutral. Like just it's not pro anybody now, right? So you'd have to roll. I think, well, like you'd have to get 2 more coups in order to get that one, right? Anyway, we got lots to do in this one. Lots of attacks to make. Not very complex attacks though. Like I've had quite a while to look at it and everything. So Sky Marshal, that's his new name now. He's going by Sky Marshal. Used to be Panzer King. He has moved the British into, it was a walk-on. He moved them down here into Aquitaine. So I'm going to be taking those guys out. And there's nothing left for me to do down here because I don't have the little sub that could anymore. I just want you to look at that Italian Navy there. If that doesn't strike fear into you, I don't know what would. I'm sure that these guys aren't going to be very much longer before they just come unglued and just start throwing lefts and rights, because they've also got another ally over here in the Turks. And so I'm sure that our friend Hilltop Pillbox will be going mental. Anyway, let's get started with our turn here. So let me set this down without killing anybody. All right, we have to start rolling. Before we do, let's just take a look up here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I've changed it up a little bit. I'm going to go with jet fighters, and that's advanced artillery and heavy armor. We haven't gone for that yet. And advanced mechanized and bombers. The advanced bombers. I've been rolling that one probably since the first turn in the game, and I still haven't got it. So this could be the one. Like I just on the last turn, I moved it along. And I have a spy to roll down in Chile. Let's take a look at my purchases here, and this might change. You know what? Let's just roll these dice first so I don't go through it twice if it does change. Okay, so these dice here correspond to these dice up here. We're doing the technology rolls. Okay, so that is a success. Oh, that's a success. And that's a success. Okay, this is the one that was going to change my, it was going to change my day. So let me just change those now. We have jet fighters and artillery. So advanced artillery goes to stage 2, jet fighters goes to stage 3, and advanced mechanized goes to stage 4. So we can take that one off and place it over here. So these two are going to be, let's get rid of that. And okay. I'm gonna have to count this because I think you know what, let's switch places with this and this. Okay, so that one, these are cool, eh? They're my Panzer Grenadiers. Anyway, purchasing a couple of those. So where was that? It's going right here. I'm just replacing the light armor with advanced mechs here because they're the same price. And what was this one? Number 11. Oh yeah, that was Bavaria. So let's do that one as well. We can only buy 2 Panzer Grenadiers, so we'll put down that. And 7, I did that one wrong. Warsaw. Okay. Let us bring this guy over. There we go. There. Oh. Yeah, no, that's all the dice I got. Okay. Let me just think about this, make sure I haven't done something wrong. I better count this up just in case, because when you start moving things around, then you never know, right? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 times 3 is 39. And then I got 2, 4, let me count those. I thought I had 14. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 14 times 3 is 42. 58, 62, 68, and this 5 over here, I'm paying off the damage on the Paris factory. So that's 73, and that's what I have, 73 IPP. I had overcounted by 1 on the end of my turn last time, plus the French convoyed me. So that's why I'm down to 73. Anyway. Okay, so what's next? Oh, I know. We have got a spy. I don't mind taking some of America's money. I'm sure they don't like it too much, but 1! Finally, got him. Boom. So, I will take off. I'm going to have to change this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. I just stole $2 from the Americans. There we go. And before I forget, I will write that down. 2. There we go. So far, so good. Good tech rolls and good start to the rolling. Okay. Now I guess we go to combat moves because I believe I've done everything over here. Yeah, I did. So let's just move you all the way over first to begin. Okay, let's take his stuff off. We've got a colonial there. We've got an artillery. We've got an airborne. We have got an anti-aircraft gun. This is the Devil's Brigade. You know what? I should have looked that guy up. I'm not sure what he defends at. Huh. Yeah, you'd think I'd know. So then I'm taking in 3 artillery and 3 infantry from Paris. And I'll take in a fighter from Paris, a medium armor from Paris, and then I've got the infantry and an artillery from Normandy will also be going in. So that's 4 infantry, 4 artillery. And let's live dangerously. Let's take in 2 fighters as well from Western Germany. Darn, I just knocked everything over. Okay. Oops. So we'll put this down, and I've got this battle on this card here. I'm calling it a card anyway. And those fighters, by the way, they went, where did they go? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I should be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what did I go with? 3 of them from there? No, I only took 2 of them. Okay, that's good. So I took 2 fighters from Western Germany and 1 fighter from Paris into there. All right. That's the only attack on the Western front over there. So let's move this back. Way back. Okay, I have a medium bomber in Leningrad. He is going to come over on combat air patrol with a destroyer, and they're going to attack the French submarine. We'll get you. All right, and that last fighter in Western Germany, he's going to come to the Eastern Front now. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Western Russia. So let's move. Let me take a look here, see if we can see. There, I believe you can see everything from there. Okay, from southern Finland, we're taking an infantry to Lapland. And that's it. So from Karelia, we're taking an infantry to Kola. That will just be a walk-on. From Karelia, we're going to take 2 infantry to northern Russia. There is a militia there. And then from Leningrad, I'm going to move this in here. I'll tell you what's in Leningrad. We've got 2 artillery and 3 infantry. We're also going to take this 3 infantry from northern Belorussia and the 3 medium armor from northern Belorussia. Okay. And then from Leningrad, we are going to fly 1, 2 with the transport plane and an airborne, and we're going to move this infantry from northern Belorussia into there. And then we're going to take 2 infantry from southern Belorussia into Oral-Kursk. Okay, so we're going to bring a tactical bomber, 1, 2, 3, 4 into Western Russia. Okay, I better start marking these. So that tactical bomber can only go 2 now. And actually both of these can only go 2. So I'll just put that 2 in there, and I'll know both of these planes can only go 2. Now I've got 2 fighters, and they're going to go into Oral-Kursk. They're coming from Romania to Oral-Kursk, and they will have a movement of 3 left after that. I'm going to take a tactical bomber and go 1, 2, 3 into Smolensk. And so he will have a movement of 3 left. This guy here has gone 2, and so he's got a movement of 5 left. I'm not even going to worry about him. 1, 2, 3. Like, he's just going to Romania, so he's going to be able to make it no problem. Okay, let's take an infantry from Lithuania, and we're going to do a walk-on into Latvia. I'll just take his pie off, since the money's not changing right now on that one. Okay, we need an infantry there in Latvia. Okay. Oh, sorry, in Lithuania. That's where he was. Okay. Now we're going to go from Kiev. We're going to move up. Here, let me just show you. So what's going to happen is I'm going to bring the cavalry 1, 2, and I'm going to bring 1 infantry up, and then all of these guys are going to go up. So I'll just show you that task force marker right here. Those are the guys that are in Kiev. So this guy's going 2 spaces from Romania. These guys are going 1 space from Western Ukraine. This guy's going 1 space. This artillery going 1 space from Western Ukraine. So that's 4 infantry, 1 artillery from Western Ukraine, and 1 cavalry from Romania. I'm going to go with 1 infantry from southern Ukraine. Now he's got to cross a river, right? But I don't think it's a worry, because I'll just roll everybody else first. All there is a militia right now, so I don't think it'll be a problem. I don't think we'll get to him. If we do, if I only have 1 infantry left, then he's got to cross a river. Is that it? Is that it? I stewed over whether I wanted to do a convoy this turn. You know what? I think I'm not going to convoy raid this time. This one turn. I'm giving you a reprieve, Sky Marshal. You just knew it playing the British, so we're going to be nice to you here. Okay, so I believe that's it. I think the rest is non-combat moves. Here, I'll move you back over here and show you. I believe everything else is a non-combat. And I show you over here, this task force marker here is these guys right over here. There's 6 infantry, 2 artillery, and 3 medium armor. And of course I got the 2 planes in there. Yep, that's it. Okay, so let's flip this around. We'll take that roundel off as well, but we won't flip the other one over, because I want to make sure that I'm counting the money properly. Okay, let's get the dice tray out. Move this back, move this back. How was it that oh, I know what it is. It's this thing that's in the way. We don't need it anymore. Okay, no convoying, so I don't need that dice. There we go. I was wondering why I didn't have enough room. Okay, so this is the Western Front. And attacker. So I have got 2 fighters, 3 fighters, and I have got 4 artillery and 4 infantry and a medium armor. And he has got 4 infantry. Where are they? Oh, that's why I was looking on the wrong one. And this colonial is he's 2-4, so he attacks at 2, defends at 4. So he goes to the 4 slot. This guy on defense, the airborne, he is only a 2. And the anti-aircraft gun is a 3. And the artillery is there. Darn, I wonder if I have let me just see if I can find the Canada war sheet here. If it's right here, then fine. If it's not, then it's not. I don't think I have it. I was going off the computer for that set. Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to pause the video. I'll be able to take a quick look here. I got my computer right here. So, Canada or Devil's Brigade, Defense 2. Okay, there we go. So he defends at a 2. All right. Let's get rid of this. And I'm just going to take one last look around the board, make sure I'm not forgetting something. That. Nope, I don't think so. All right. So we are going with 4 artillery for the Germans and 1 artillery for the British. These are first strike, and they're all at 3 or less. Okay, that's a hit. That's a hit. 2 hits for the Germans. So I will be taking, I think this is the right thing to do. I'll be taking the airborne and the Devil's Brigade off because they both roll at 2. I'm not taking off the AA gun because this is first strike. If I was to take that off, then he wouldn't get the shots at my planes, right? Anyway, so there we go. That's a good start for me. Now I have got 4 infantry at 3 because they're kicked up by the artillery. 2, right on. Yeah, so now he's probably going to want to lose that. Well, let's just do the casualties at the end. We'll just take these off. Okay, so then let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 4 at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, look at that roll. Man, I wish that was subs. Can you see that? Holy crap. I got 3 1s there. Man, that should have been a sub roll. That would have been 3 targeted hits. So 4 plus 2 is 6. He's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all his units. Okay. So the artillery is already shot. Okay. So return fire. So he's got 3 infantry and 1 colonial at 4. Missed. Oh my God. I am so sorry, Sky Marshal. I did not plan this, honest. Okay, let's grab the purple dice. Maybe these ones will work for you. I hope not, because these are planes that you're shooting at now. This is at 3. 3 dice at 3. 1 hit. There you go. So you took 1 fighter off me. That's not so bad. But you did not take any ground units. That is tough. Okay, I'm gonna put chips under for these guys. Excuse me. Okay, let's put those all on Aquitaine. Plus the 2 fighters and the medium armor. There we go. All right, what's next? You know what? Let's go from Kiev there. Remember that big stack I had over there? So that is, I've got 5. Actually, no, let's do the artillery first. Maybe he won't even get shot. So I've got 1 artillery, and he's got 1 militia. 5, that's a miss. Okay, so then I have 5 medium armor. And I riddled him with bullets. Okay. And he has 1 militia at 2. And that's a miss. All right. So we take off that militia. And all those guys are already moved in there, right on. Okay, in Oral Kursk, we have 2 infantry and 2 fighters against 2 militia. So infantry is white, fighters are blue. Miss, 1 hit. Okay, and he's got 2 militia at 2 each. 1 hit. Okay, so we've got 1. I've got 1 infantry and 2 fighters, and he's got 1 militia. I'll just throw them all at once here. Okay, I got 2 hits there, and he got a miss. That's good. I wanted to take that territory. So I take the 2 militia off and 1 of the infantry. Darn it. Fat fingers knocking everybody over. That's the one problem with flight stands, is that it's hard to get your fingers in there. Okay. Take all those guys off. All right. You know what? Let's use the battle board for that other one there. Okay. So this is the guys coming in. So I got 6 infantry. Where are we here? And 2 artillery and 3 medium armor. There we go. And I also have a tactical bomber and a fighter. So 1 at 7, 1 at 6. Now he has got he has got 1 motorized, 1 tank destroyer. I know it's a, I'm not sure why it's not on there. Oh, there it is. Tank destroyer. Is that right? I thought tank destroyer was at 5. Let me just look at that. Because like I get these battle boards sent to me, right? And then they had to be corrected and stuff. This might not be the latest version of the battle board. Let me just look at the tank destroyers and see what they roll at. No, they do roll at 4. Okay. I must have been looking at the cost was 5. Okay. So yeah, they roll at 4. And these 2 guys will roll at 2. Even though this guy, let me check it. Yeah, he rolls at 2. That Colonial Cavalry. And we have 4 infantry as well. So that's everybody. Everybody's in the pool. All right. He doesn't have any artillery units. I've got 2. So let's go with 2 artillery to begin with. Misses. Okay. Oh, I guess I get to kick up 2 artillery, don't I? I looked at the terrain and there's no terrain. So I've got 4 at 2 and 2 at 3. So let's just go with those red dice again and the white dice. The red are at 3. Oh, that's a miss. Darn. Okay, so then I've got 4 at 6 and 1 at 7. This is 3 medium armor, a fighter, and a tactical bomber. Oh my goodness. I missed everything. Well, I guess it had to change sometime, eh? Okay, let's see how he does then. So he's got 4, 5, and I got to roll the tank destroyer separately. So 5 at 4. Let's do that first. 1, 2 hits. This one's cocked. 2 hits. And then the tank destroyer at 4. 3, and that's a targeted hit. So that plus, here, let me just put this down. That plus 2, okay. And then he's got 2 cavalry at 2. 1 more hit, wow. Okay, so 3 plus 1 is 4. Now, obviously, he's going to want to take a medium armor off with that thing. And what do I got? Plus 3 more hits. So that'll be 3 dudes. Yeah. Now let me take a look at this. I got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whew. Man, if I get skunked again though. You know what? I'm going to go for it because I've been having pretty good luck. And so that'll be an infantry. And then the red dice will be at 3. And then the blue dice will be at 6. And then we got the yellow dice at 7. Here we go. I have to hit him this time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including a targeted hit here. So, obviously the cavalry, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the targeted hit will be the tank destroyer. Okay. Now, why couldn't I have done that the first round? Okay, so let's do 2 cavalry at 2, 1 hit. Damn. And what was that? 4, 5 at 4. Oops. 2, 4, 5 at 4. There's another hit. So that's 2 hits now. And we've got the tank destroyer. That's a miss, thank goodness. And, oh, that's it. Okay, good. So 2 hits, none of them targeted. That'll be, you know what? Let's take off 1 artillery and 1 infantry. So, there we go. And he's got 2 units left. So, I have got 1 at 2 and 2 at 3. Misses. And then I have got 3 at 6 and 1 at 7. Okay, there we go. Those are all hits. So he's got 2 at 4. And I think he's got enough hits already, don't you? 1 more, darn. Okay, so we lose another infantry. So I took it, oops, shoot. Okay, I took it with an infantry and 2 medium armors and 2 planes. That did not please me. Oh, and an artillery as well. Infantry, artillery, and 2 medium armors. Okay, so I want to show you what I'm doing here now. This was the plan all along, although I was planning on hitting them harder. Okay, so these 2 medium armors that are in here, we can take that off now. The 2 medium armors, they're going to blitz up to here. Can you see that? So there was an attack 2, and then the medium armor are going to go there as well. So the only 2 attacks that I see left here are this one here that I'm about to do, plus the one in Smolensk. Okay, so let's flip that around again and bring this down. And I've got 2 infantry and 2 tanks. So the infantry is white, the tanks are blue. Let's take a look at this. There we go. Oh man, this one's cocked right here. Come on. Okay, I got a hit. And he's got 1 militia. Here, let's just use this one. That misses. Okay. So that guy's off. And so now we have Smolensk. His militia is going to get kicked up to a 3. So I have an infantry. Let's just roll this. I got an infantry, and I have an airborne, and that's a hit. Okay, and he's got a militia at 3. A hit. Okay, I will take off the airborne, and we'll lose the militia for him. Okay. Let's just move this around now. Okay. That could have gone a little bit better, but at the same time, it did go pretty well. I did lose a fighter on the Western Front. That kind of sucked as well, but yeah, like I'm glad I didn't lose them there. So here, let's just, let's non-combat move now. Let's do the fighters first. Let's get them back. So these guys went 3. They can go back to Romania. 2 fighters from Uralkursk to Romania. And we can take this off. Then we've got the tactical bomber from Smolensk. He can go to Romania. And we'll take this off. And then these guys can both go too. So let's just take them both to Leningrad. That's 1 space. Okay. And this guy here, he was going to go to Romania. And as I said earlier, he's got lots of space for that. Okay. And then the 2 fighters that are in... Oh, I do have that other attack. Sorry about that, guys. I have got the sub. Okay. So I have got a medium bomber, which will be yellow, and a destroyer, which will be blue. The destroyer hits them. So then they have a sub at 3, and they hit. Okay, so the destroyer and the sub are gone. All right. So let's move that. Okay, now we're for sure done. Okay, those 2 fighters in Western now, the Western Front now. They're going to go. The one from Paris, he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's going to Western Germany. What did I just knock down? I know I just knocked something over. Whatever. Anyway. And then the one that came from Western Germany, he's going to go to Paris. Okay. And then we're going to take the Marine and the infantry and the artillery in Picardy, and they're going to move to Normandy. And then we're going to take the 2 infantry and the artillery in Belgium, and they are going to move to Picardy. And then we're going to take 3 infantry from Western Germany, and they are going to move to Belgium. Okay. We're going to move there's medium armor and a cavalry in Bavaria. They're going to go 2 spaces to Paris. All right. This can you see that there? There's a fighter right down at the bottom of the screen here that I'd left on combat air patrol so that sub couldn't escape. He's now going off combat air control into Western Germany. Okay, and then I'm going to take one of the, actually I'll just wait until I can move the camera back and you can see. So I'll take the infantry in Berlin, that's the blue division. He is going to move a rail move to Paris. Okay, so that's one of my rail movements in Europe. Let me just pull this out and see what it looks like. The stuff I'm purchasing. Yeah. Okay. So let's move this back. What can we see there now? Here, I can move that back further. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take one of my coastal defense ships in C Zone 16, and he's going to go into C Zone 15. I'm going to take the 2 submarines in C Zone 80 down in the Med, and they're going to go to C Zone 151. That is the C Zone just outside of Yugoslavia. Can you see that? I think you can. Okay. So that's my ships. Now I have the medium bomber on maritime air patrol. The reason I was able to do this is because I have long range aircraft. That means your medium bombers can go 2 spaces on maritime air patrol, right? So now he's going to go off maritime air patrol 2 spaces to Western Germany. All right. Okay. So I'm going to put this infantry and the artillery on one of the transports and bring him over to Leningrad. You know what? Let me get that card back. Where is that? Okay. I'm just setting up a task force marker here. And there it is. Okay, let's put this in here. Okay. And I'm going to take this guy here, the mechanized infantry. He's going to go 2 spaces to southern Belarusia. I'm going to rail the guy in Warsaw up to Leningrad. Okay. Then I'm going to take the Marine from Karjala in Finland, and I'm going to go to Leningrad. I'm going to take 4 infantry and an artillery in southern Ukraine, and I'm going to take them to Taurida. I'm going to non-combat move 1 infantry from Romania to Yugoslavia. Then I'm going to I've got one more rail movement in Russia, I think. Yeah, I've only railed the one guy. So I'll rail another infantry up to Leningrad, and I'll put the other 2 infantry from Romania to southern Ukraine, and then 1 infantry from Romania to Leningrad. And it looks like I've moved just about everybody I have. Okay. So let's place our units. I got my little list here to tell me what those numbers mean. So Blue Division infantry is going into Berlin. Into West Germany, we are placing 3 infantry and don't 3 infantry, a Panzer Grenadier, and an advanced mechanized infantry. That's into Western Germany. Into Paris, we are placing 2 infantry. So let's just put that down. Okay. The old fat fingers again. There we go. Okay, and what's number 8? Into Leningrad, we are going to place 2 more infantry. And into Romania, we're going to place 2 infantry. And then into, sorry, that's not Romania, that's Warsaw. Warsaw gets 2 infantry. Romania gets a cavalry, an infantry, a medium armor, and an airborne. What is 12? Okay, 12. So Kiev gets 2 cavalry. And Bavaria gets 1 Panzer Grenadier and 1 advanced mechanized infantry. And then the last thing to place is a submarine, and I will place him in C Zone 151. Okay. So now we just have, I believe, the only thing, oh, we've got the Vichy roll as well. So let me just move these out of the way. Okay, let's flip this around. Oh, you know what? Before we flip it around, let's just do the money here. So Germany goes up $1 and Britain goes down $1. So Britain goes to 20, Germany goes to 62. Okay. And then here we're taking off Russian money. 1 in Lapland, 2 in, so 1 in, I'll just go running count. So 1 in Lapland, 2 to Kola, 3, that's northern Russia. 4, 5 is Western Russia. No, 4 is Western Russia, sorry. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smolensk is what? 1, so that's 5. Oral Kursk, 6, 7. Eastern Ukraine, 8. Looks like 8. Let me just check that again. So Lapland, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So 8. So Germany goes up to 70, and Russia goes down to 30. Okay. And I think that's all the movement and all the counting that needs to be done. Okay, so let's flip this sucker around again and finish this turn off. Okay, so we've got the Vichy roll. They're down, they've only got 1 territory, so they have to roll a 1. Missed. Okay, now I have wartime economy, so that's 2d6. 11. I like that. Okay, I don't believe my bonus has changed. In fact, I know it hasn't. So let me just add up my money here. 62, 66, or sorry, 68, 72, 83. Wow. Check again. 68, 72, 83. Okay. That is correct. All right. Now it's time to recap. Let's just go around the board. Okay, we'll start on the west. So there are 4 artillery, 4 infantry, and a medium armor in Aquitaine. There's a marine, a infantry, and an artillery in Normandy. There are 2 infantry and an artillery in Picardy. There are 3 infantry in Belgium. There are 3 infantry, a medium armor, cavalry, anti-aircraft, and a fighter in Paris. There is 1 infantry in Alsace-Lorraine. There is one Panzer Grenadier and 1 advanced mechanized infantry in Bavaria. There is 1 infantry and 1 anti-aircraft artillery in Berlin. There's 1 militia in Eastern Germany. Over here in Western Germany, we have 5 infantry. Oh, you know what? I did forget to move something. That's okay. 5 infantry, a cavalry, a Panzer Grenadier, and an advanced mechanized infantry, plus 2 fighters and a medium bomber in Western Germany. This is Leningrad. So 2, 4, 5 infantry, a marine, and an artillery, and then a fighter and a tactical bomber in Leningrad. In Romania, we have 1 infantry, 1 cavalry, 1 medium armor, 1 airborne, 2 fighters, a tactical bomber, and an air transport. In southern Ukraine, we have 2 infantry. In Kiev, we have 2 cavalry. In Taurida, we have 4 infantry and 1 artillery. In Oral Kursk, we have 1 infantry. In southern Belarusia, we have 1 mechanized infantry. In Smolensk, we have 1 infantry. In western Russia, we have an infantry and an artillery. In northern Russia, we have 2 infantry and 2 medium armor. In Sea Zone 5, we have a coastal sub. In Kola, we have an infantry. In Lapland, we have an infantry. And the last but not least, down here, this is in eastern Ukraine here. We have 2 cavalry. There's 4, 5, 6 infantry, an artillery, a motorized infantry, 5 medium armor, 2 mechanized infantry, and 1 light armor. And then in Sea Zone 15, we have a battleship and a coastal defense ship. In Sea Zone 16, we have a coastal defense ship and 2 naval transports. Did I miss anything? I believe I got everything. Did I say there was 2 infantry in Warsaw? If I didn't, there's 2 infantry in Warsaw. Okay, now up here, Germany has completed advanced mechanized this turn. They already had long-range aircraft and radar and wartime economy, improved factories, improved construction. They also went up this turn for jet fighters and advanced artillery went to stage 2. Heavy bombers is still at stage 3. Advanced submarines is at stage 1. That's it for that. Let me set this down. Okay, for money. You see, oh, geez. I didn't change the number over there. That's got to be at 70. So 76, 80, 91. I made a mistake. My mistake. I'm sure DDA would have found it. I'm sure of it. Okay, so you see here, Germany is at 70 IPP. The British are at 20 IPP. And I did look around the board and I did count it all up. So I know that the 3 that I'm giving you are accurate. The Russians have 30 IPP. And yes, I did count it all up. I counted it like 3-4 times. And that's where they are, is at 30. Now here is my income. 70 in territories, 6 in bonus, 2 for the Vichy, 2 for the spy this turn, nice. 11 for wartime income for a total of 91. That's 76, 78, 80, 91. There we go. I will be able to spend that, I think. Who knows, maybe I'll even attack the Philippines. I'll just put down 800 transports and 17 battleships because I'm sure I'm going to get hit a few times by his coastal artillery. No, don't shoot. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it today. I enjoyed it all except for that one attack in Russia. I enjoyed that a little bit less than I should have. Losing a fighter isn't that great. But you know what? That's only the 2nd aircraft I've lost all game long, and I think this is, what, 12 turns in? So that's, you know, I can't complain too hard about that, and I've got 91 bucks, so you'd think I'd be buying an aircraft next turn. So anyway, I'm going to let you go there, so take care, everyone. General Hand Grenade, out.